you know, mema me guest akwaba na Sisi Bento ewa ha Councilor Lusot enso so ewa ha ana pressure view nso ewa ha be discuss issues no a solution ama it's a packed house it's dan ya obi abehye na adwene na it's not personal. Yeah, sometimes when the more issues bunny account you and away the other only when or farm something and then that it's not personal. You can't you didn't guess beer or so so. Men kwa the issue bring me. I mean kwa na minimum din. Me producers from me fa within from. It's your mom will show no so you back in kind of story and answer issue trauma. Obi anymore. So only more call him so we issue cry can. So don't take it personal. Near wow and a back show so. But then again, when I issue until you back a biano, wow, and I'll be fat at the April. But that's a pass of what's my sister. Now, Sissy Papa, baby, I'm for. Yeah, yes, Councilor Luther.
Zell to be perfect.
Sorry?
Councilor Perfect, me, I'm here. So,
good morning. Also, my car, so the other will come a fault.
The way you're for
good morning.
what perfect. Had you ever been in the way? And you're very perfect. Yeah, sure. Said the way.
I know what's all grass or baby.
Shawatadia.
Wait. Cause let's say,
I say, ain't they from so now, they are chaying.
Yes.
I can say, yeah, a more from young Betchel. Say, yeah, I didn't say Betchel.
We are for more.
This is a duo.
What do you mean, Java? Pressure to say. Nice, with us. So, your first issue, no. Ewa pay. So we are going to take it and let's take this issue paragraph by paragraph. Only confused. Na a voice notes, but your voice now be who yeah, sure. Mpatroyan
Aye, me away, no idea with my. Maybe I would be as rich.
Also, good evening, Madam Vicky. It's a pleasure talking to you. I've been following you and I know the good work you are doing and my instincts and guts that cannot stand men who maltreat ladies and whatever make me follow what you are doing. And I really appreciate what you are doing for all those victims out there. Thank you. Please permit me to hide my name because I'm a high-rank personality. I would like to start my story from the scratch so that you will get the picture in full. I come from a house that discipline is the order of the day. So from Form 1 to Form 5 in secondary school, I was never in any relationship because I never knew how I could stand to see a girl pay me a visit. It was in sixth form when I was in upper six, and a lady that caught my mother's eye because they were tenants in my father's house, and my mom took interest in her. And I also found pleasure in her. So I started something with her, but we never had any intimidation as we planned to be intimate. Sorry, we never had any intimation as we planned to be intimate only after marriage. Then things went south between my mother and her supposed caretaker. The thing went so south that the woman that took care of her did not want to see me around her daughter or anything, and that relationship ended. The first serious relationship I ever entered, which was my first love, I would say the one who broke my virginity was when I was in SSS3, and I had just finished sixth form, and I visited my sister in Takrady, who was a matron in one of the secondary schools, which was a girls' school. So that was where she saw me, and she happened to be my sister's school daughter. She comes around under the pretense of she wants me to teach her math and science. And I saw her, she was much or less into me. But I waited because I didn't want my sister to think that I'm in an immoral relationship with the school girls. So I waited till she completed school, then we started something definite. I entered the university before she did. It was beautiful. Everyone who knew us said, these people are going to get married. One thing led to another, and she got pregnant for me in my second year. She had then entered IPSM, and I wanted to marry her because I loved her so much, and I was even willing to go out of school to sell coconuts or whatever to take care of her. But her big sister, who was taking care of her, said no. She had to go to school, so they terminated the pregnancy and made me pay with my student loan. After that incident, while she was in her first year, which I don't want to blame her, she met a gentleman who has just come out of a bad marriage, who was a well-to-do person, whereas I was only but a student. It was indeed a difficult part in my life, and that was the first time I tried to commit suicide. She left me for that man, and for about 8 months, I was just mourning. Eventually, the day I nearly committed suicide by climbing up high on a 4-story building and wanted to jump, I heard a voice. So upon all that your mother has done for you, is that the reward you want to give her? I then wept like a baby, and after that, I was relieved, and I thought it took me some time, and I got over it. That ended that relationship. After school, I joined the armed forces, and as a young engineer, I had it in mind that I would marry 4 years within the military service. So just within that 4 to 5 years, I met this lady in Takoradi who is into sewing. In fact, how I met her was through a certain lady who took interest in me, but this lady was married. She did everything for me to have interest in her, but I said no, because you're someone's wife. Eventually, she said then she has a lady friend who isn't married, and she introduced me to that lady. 6 months in the relationship, she got pregnant while I decided to back out of it due to so many things. It was at that time that she came to tell me that she is pregnant. So I said no problem and decided to marry her. And people within the area till date believe that that pregnancy was never mine, but I still did a traditional marriage. To confirm, I even witnessed so many infidelity from her whilst in the relationship, but I never gave a head to it. Later, we had a second child, and you could tell she is indeed my child because the resemblance is there. When I met this lady, she was then having her own car, and me, a young officer without a car. So I questioned her about how she bought the car, and she said she bought it herself. But later it came to light that it was her ex-boyfriend she dated for 8 years, who is now married in Italy, now with his wife that bought her that car. I didn't ask further because I'm the type who always gives my partner the freedom she needs whilst dating, and also respect all your rights, and not to be so strict on you as my partner. Not knowing she's been in touch with her ex-boyfriend in the 4 years we've been together as a couple. So later I discovered that her ex-boyfriend has divorced the lady he left her to marry in Italy. Later I heard something she and her mom said about me. And when I confronted her, she said, that means I'm dating her cousin because she's the only one who knew about the conversation between them. So she decided to quit the marriage because of that. I begged her to forgo everything I said sake of the kids and let them be together. But she said no, she's quitting. So she moved out of the house with my kids, and her mother never called me to ask me what's going on. That time the kids were 3 years and 1 year. She mostly bring them home on Sundays so I could play with them even after she left. One Sunday I had a foreign call, and it was her. And it was her telling me that she and the kids are now in Italy. And I said, wow, no problem. I'll pray everything go well with you. It's been close to 20 years now. I've not seen my kids. After a year, she gave birth for the guy in Italy. At that time, I was encountering so many issues at work, and so this coming to top up wasn't an easy thing for me to bear. Immediately she left me, things started changing. My delayed promotion in the military came to light. I got vindicated from other charges pressed against me. Then I was taken to India to do my master's. When I returned from India, I met another lady who was into fashion. And later I had to go to Congo for a peacekeeping assignment. When I returned, this lady has had an affair with another man. And though she told me it was a difficult moment, but I had to forgive since she insisted she still loves me and wanted them to work things out. Later, she started. Later, she started having problems with me because I decided to leave the military, and she thought she couldn't get the support she was getting from me again. I got a job as a security manager for a big government work. She visited me to tell me that she's pregnant, but it's not mine. This was painful because she never allowed me to touch her throughout the pregnancy, but she was close to me but she was close to that man who has impregnated her. After giving birth to twins, she came back to me telling me that she doesn't love the guy and wants to rather be with me, as she wants the kids to be mine. I advised her to go back to the gentleman and start a family with him, but she said no. After I met one lady who was also into fashion. Right, one day I saw some messages on her phone proving that she was having an affair with a gentleman while with me, and I questioned her. I got angry, and for about 6 months, no calls to her. Later, she came back saying she was pregnant and it's time, and it's mine. And I didn't argue, but accepted. Within all this period, I was taking care of her both financially and everything throughout her pregnancy and after birth. Aside everything, her father was facing a whole lot of issues, and the situation was worse at home. So I had to rent a house for her and the dad, so she and the baby would have a place to live. 3 months later, the child was named after me at a registry. After 3 months, her dad called to tell me that her daughter sent her a message and couldn't sleep over it, so he forwarded it to me. It was a DNA test between the child and a certain gentleman, and it turned out the kid isn't mine, but that gentleman. What hurt so much is that this baby was born on my birthday, and it hasn't been easy for me to take. He begged me to forgive her daughter because he was nowhere to be, because he has nowhere to go. So I told him to not worry and that I will see to it that he's okay. This is my story. That for 3 consecutive times, I have to date 3 ladies from the fashion fraternity, and this was what I got to face. Is it that my heart is so good? I don't want this to make me an evil man and an evil person, but I still want to stay. I still want to stay and believe there's still someone out there for me. I'm really in pain. Please help me.
Paragraph 2, please. Let's see the other kind. Paragraph 4, please. Not pressure be a kind of you share on the wall. About Chama. Chechamugo China, the okay in a refi.
Some papa. Nitia one say. Right. Alpha any Emma 3. And that's now almost in fashion for. As only the fashion designers no more pama de one or of our or corny more before of a second one, or also name more before. Third one, so or shown any papenny now. On also DNA test will be of a banner on now. The tinting
Vic, and story no moon on Oniba.
Oniba. Also nipa.
And the Colana Yawaman in and Yanima, that's no deep of all.
3 different fashion.
I've got the first time.
The second one, second one is second born. Or by second one, the second born.
And I'll see or no or sen.
Aye.
Or see, I no sen, no just say back.
Aye.
But go on, go your DNA, yes, I can say, I say, Yanni Bana.
One cast why DNA. Last one no cast or DNA. But I can say man and
DNA on man, the DNA in the brand new, no go ye did that.
Last one, or banning a quay DNA.
And to be able to prove chairs a clan in Yawodia. You see or send you see almost send a pan. And it's on your DNA, but resemblance no, this some say. Michia for a dear motibia Michia. So, what in we are, Fato con no fetching. A woosoo at Tien Command new babies is here. In fact, like I see body line clothing across central. Short sleeves, ya Michelle, only be Briaba. A come apart, who affair, a gibishe. First, near Quabbridge, you got to see a back room, Copio, to the biggest boutique, Nakacha, as a council, see member and Ambergy body line. The so corner one more discount, I meant. Bra, no go it's all year discount because of your red light. Vic.
Yeah, counselor.
Abrabona ye born. So ye bear man abesha abrabona se. Na one te one se a ubenya asem. Tie the story from day one. On no see say no nye na adwin solid no be kan ba. Na ne maame adamfo bi ba baabi a ne maame pe na asem wa ahwe na hye no. E na one ne fa anyonko. Na sa anyonko na omo fa aye no. Na mpem agro nka ho. Esanse na ne nisode hu se daachi owale na no mahye so. Mom ti wana ge na nyime ya. Duane di no.
Asam sabe.
Etwa awakata so obi akodi. Esre. Eyanso. But o kind na be sre. Me shema babra se ne mba dodo a me ne o twa mpran nyina na me ni omo nye mpem agro. But na omo wo kwan so mo ye mpem agro.
Omo na emema fofo. Oh, okay.
And I was okay. Because the fact I'm seeing me one that in just a man.
Oh wow.
Na me Jim
Obi na better on it na.
Me Jim Cotty. So that's it. Me need to be papa ni mama frame me trans exam say mo assembly e ha me Cotty. I mean can't chire one 31st night. Sine enko sorry. It's not say na dia omo ani so ade hu say obema dia osi so a. Ese e hu so ba we abakaka wa so na kraso me aso me on say omo ahu say me need BBC bia ho. Enti how. But I had a lot of relationships like that the women were. I mean, I've witnessed Obia or say member the birthday. Na member the 1212. And now my time 12. But I knew you didn't go gym until could do over say one. I telephone here common. We go do over say 1 o'clock now. I brand TV or no bar and son a member. And the man by 12 9 figure 1 into or no buy him. Now or yen no. And a man shed a set me share. There be na our dressing mirror then. It a reflective say we kuntu no. Ah yeah born taco and I'm in the boss say when the boss say I don't say I really and now me son me chiko chair. You didn't even buy. No mama because mama who can see him. The man ya said, boy no be di mama name. But me who boy. So di you are no better than the care. No a polo classic. Yellow. And no best call. Or koya and call happy birthday to you. See, oh, you make me blush. Make me cry. Is it any name you have any edge? And I'm who my bread in a doors to come on, sir. Na biscuit you and no 2 ano and I'm a really. media am de buy na enye biscuit ade bi oso open am to bread nti eni ji asem sa enti obi si onyema obi abenu se na mbedi no na obi na edi na anya o ma se ese ne busafo nyina se be sha me ne bedi nkomo ba obi abedi no ko abrantie nkomo bo nse na na bra bo mu onye ready. I was confused with the reading said sixth form and back to SS. I was wondering one pass it no baba tro SS na then a buy because obi a sixth form what must it or somebody SS no. I was wondering what you reading what must it na bra bo all born na a mommy's lifestyle because the girl here didn't shall say ye by force and on him here. And I see ye sanity. What's the life now? A man in him. No, I do. Or compromising his status with pregnancy to have them. Or can send me so money vulnerable. So no dear. Or my freedom or say freedom is good. But where you cannot lead, you be led.
Yeah.
So this guy, even though he's supposed to lead, he has been led till today. Or just twins be on you be weird. Girl no to me the ex or eating edding common. Amen ne was son name body ko eating. And a man girl ma.
So girls need back who send me audio. Catch him and say. Papa na man who coin Emma or no girl on any of 1 million because what's me done on 3 months on any casa. But money will feel what's me done will feel no 3 months, 6 months, once an income.
Once they were married.
And they were living together.
On one day though.
But they were living together.
I saw one day. They were because of one of the things.
Your call Italy or no show an engagement and then you don't know an engagement. Or you worry back home, or see even though no name say first means saying for can we area or say
I said first one. And
we later on your son calls the
second one.
The second one was
Italy no didn't call Italy. So I said, so why yet out of girls in here, why yet back engagement? A woman, first one, and it's first one, I say 2% and but second, no, or see soon, so okay, wait your 17. Not that means because of maybe you won't say the first girlfriend, you know, why your mama not any again, yeah.
The embassy make echo scene say, Abrantiano. I feel he doesn't have control over his life. He doesn't know what he really wants in this life. One Bomodia could school where we or see a drop a lot of charges against him. He didn't charge his score with him. But one thing that baffled me is in the military, you are trained to be very disciplined, leading, focused, and straightforward. So why is his life like this? Was he a mommy's boy without daddy around? Because when children who become deficits in terms of father's presence, these are some of the things that they face in life. There's nothing called single mother. There's nothing called single mother.
I get
every woman that has a child had a child with a man. And if you love your child, you will make sure the child is connected to the father. Any woman that kills a child, these are some of the signs. Because the child, this boy is living according to mommy's breath. Now say Quran best about me and me
but you have to be in the life, not just living together.
Being in the life, no, it's not me transiniya Quran din komo.
There be any one.
So who until who to mommy tina Quran life is a minute one word now. You can make me stay in the life of the child, Even if I'm not sending you 20%.
So that we don't divert.
No, it's not divert. I'm saying that this one, I'm speaking like a professional. And I've met people like this, that you cannot reorient them until you find where they're coming from.
But you can't bullshit the hard work of all single mothers and say
nobody is bullshitting them, but I want them to know that what they are doing, thinking that they are making whatever headway for their children, whether a son or a daughter, that child will live to have a space that must be filled by the father who has not been present because the mother has either sacked the father or behaved.
Responsible. So this one there, counselor, go straight to the point. Hit the thing. We should forget about the single.
You can't tell me what I should forget. I'm telling you what the cause is.
No. Because we have single mothers.
Don't worry. You see, I said they are not single. I said they are not single mothers. Don't use that word.
Okay,
there is not nobody is single. Please don't do that.
That's yours.
Let's be very fair. Listen, the challenges we are having in people growing and living this life. This particular branch here can ask them. Me say, ne maame ntete ya neja enka ho ebe ye contributing factor to sena ema eye no.
It's not always like that because ye ni mo perform your parents nete but I bring it now. I bring
Obi only maame ne papa te. Whatever you think that child will be, there are things that you will not find from them.
No, but we have some kids saying their upbringing. Oh my yes, sebi. Just say a dream mom. Ya will be a name and then a papa.
Ya will be a man and a papa tifio.
Yeah.
But the mamma brainwashing now must have a partner more or some more.
So at the end of the day, you can't just say I don't mean that at the end of the day, it's just single mother. I don't know. Also as a father, also what's an man may be wife, equal to because as a father, I was how we do 94. Now Obama is Oba. Even any of them and or buy a man our woman, only a good foundation, almost to mean a dream woman. You're coming taking certain decisions. So what I say to us taking on say is just single mothers there. 18 I'm a boy, but I want to where be anywhere. No, you keep on saying do talk, so you
do some kasapa. Make me say. Ye didn't send me their growth. Yeah. Abrabona yebon, or baby or baby, and you're not sharing on you. Or baby, a share.
Yeah.
Nanqualan titium, a ya and ma ewo upper hand, sending. O shall time I was say. But yeah, me fifty how much. The me mammy, banner high, no man going to move you. Regularly. The ACN said, Omohunka crave, but you won't pa a young mammy.
Council, I mean, let's see how much we about.
Was it?
Never know that.
Oh, story any different. Only there difference. Well, life from me, but you be now because you are not a breadwinner. You are a bread eater.
Excuse me.
You see, this is my problem with you people. Mama can say, you are not a bread eater. It's whatever you do can be bent. What I do cannot be bent. Because I'm a man.
Mate.
Whatever you are doing, it may say, so what it's about from now to Bema. Men dream and ne emma oba Bema. Would your baba be an emma baba? I say, a baba will break through a easy same Bema.
Okay.
Mekade from January till the end. Obi share menu and change sky.
Sir. Yes, it's a baby. I will tackle.
Yes, maybe I may console because I'm a couple of my baby. Men conjuring you. Me tackle choba. Obinka say, "Phone is a minty amount to see." Makoto get a the teen you are born here. I met you on the Diana. I didn't see I said you only 7 need to compare, but her demeanor and the way anything met you on the Diana. It's your father said, "You know, toy, I 80 cities get to her." Said, "No, she has saved 80 cities into her pocket." So having a female and a male whatever you do, that female will break through. It's part of their creation. Sana nyame bo. Enti wo tete ba bema. Now tete ba ba dream they making. Big. Me sa can you say oba oti awade ase. Ah wo ba bema, wo ba ba. Me ma want tete e ba ko. Abranti enkomo ayedi, me say, me share bida. And Crawford faces our challenges you do na. And because of their upbringing. They tend to have a certain soft negative spot for women.
Okay.
Every man is supposed to have a soft spot for a woman. That is why nyame boy or my die or ye film padie and or the nam share or the ball ma. It's a my yen soft spot. So you need to have that for them. It's your common do cry. Uban so be a restaurant. Only pressure duty ho. Or common general.
On what or dance you.
Ye bisa said then ye bedino. Ye dey ade bar no hwe musa na pressure be a take it. No dey be any or take here in 98. Pocket money na kwa de buy no ka say bedi 50 no no so 40. It's 98 now I'm picking. I say what food? Okay, that's nice, that's nice. I say me these things I don't like. You know me. I'm good at food. One two food documents and Charlie. I'm good to that. Yeah, Charlie. I'm there. Sister, more so we pay the money. Yeah, that's my mirror. We Charlie. The boys go do what this. So they dinner we show. Who dinner na pressure bills? So dinner wo you do pay. I know I hear because it's no that's what is we no affect to pay. I like those. I like us. Hey, remember, or see have a soft spot for women. When you soft spot, so you can see from the upbringing of this boy that he's gotten something. Because hear me, when you're batty, wako wanyemo, no sing kwarana, me ko wo. Bema me ni omo ye, me mpeno. Oh my God. There is a deficit in upbringing. Men can't say, oh, there's a deficit. There's a bad parenting somewhere. A mother has, any time you say, look, men can't say we won't pay. Wait, uko worry. Now, Papa just say, worry, pressure you. Don't think twice. Worry. Oh, make us say worry pressure you. Look, a mother can sacrifice everything for you. Can be your demon too at the same time. I'm telling you, say, yeah, mommy won't. Dear woman, bet me kunu. Obet me you asking me for you to become what you become. The same way she can do everything for you not to become anything on earth. Kokai Bible. Jacob ni eso. One ewo. Enye Rebecca ba one ewo. Ne pa say na ne kunu on ne see o hia ni ba panyin. Panyin ye ya e bo ankwala. Now was sorry. Akọ daja wo kunu de ketu ama ne say, "Gine hira ketu ano." Akọla ni friend na ka chen say, "Ma, me papa me ko na nim yi." Or me kono who say nyamia or the no me ba to me so Rebecca say ma wo papa no me no embra me so. This is what a mother can do. So when your mother tells you don't marry this man, think twice. If your father tells you this girl is evil, don't think, believe it. That is why I feel passionate. And you said, every father is a God. Doubt it. Your father can be a drunkard. He can be a fetish priest. He can be a malam. He can be what? The father, he's a father. That is why I feel passionate when any woman by impulse, anger, disassociation refuses a child from having something to do with the father. Look, if a man is not paying fees, if a man is not giving feeding money, and you love your child, let your child know that there's a man called a father in his life. And look, use chairs. In our lives, our mothers have told us when your father comes. Don't worry, me I won't touch you. Don't touch you. When your father comes to this house today, and when your mother tells when your father comes, say, "I bow down, on bow down." What that one you now want that? Why? In this house, my authority is not the ultimate. Me and you now we are under a certain authority. So raise a child for the child to think like this. This man talking to us is living a life that, or living a life that there's a level of emptiness. Because I am passing for people that are more. But it's the same mother, yeah. Or saying my many Nipan Benyan to come in. Okay.
Like,
and once I'm a minute Benyan to come. Or no, so then, or follow the pattern of it so that you please your mother.
Yes.
Hey, rise up, young man. Suicide is not your answer, because your survival is when you are able to make it on this earth. And Kolani woman any deal. Now, Sha pattern A B and mame so is the same that he started. Look. Make any case, but if you don't sit in, if you're a woman that start bringing children and neglecting their fathers, your daughter will do same, your son will do same. It's not me say. Enemy nagging, you don't agree with what I'm saying. Take your time and imagine that your child's father is not in the life, and constantly you refer to him as the father. Would they told you make papa on what like you make it feel I am not home. Stop that loneliness. And you are not in this house. The children are not seeing you. When the children are looking for you, I don't know what to tell them. You are not a mother. A mother should be able to tell the children something for them to respect you, that you are married to a man who is irrelevant. And especially those of you who are married. But you throw your hands in despair. And I've got a between for fool, a threat, hello. Hello. Yes, it's not me. Junior wanted to say something to you before he goes to bed. Oh, the man. Hi, Juju. Daddy, I can't sleep until you come home. I'll divorce you. Because you know what they're doing? You are painting a certain picture in the mind of the children. But that is what the mother will do. Look, a man can be a husband and not a father. And a man can be a father, not a husband. But God created you with a certain abadayebia, a ye soft, a ye hard. And ya branti ya braba oh boy, mesrewo. Ni maami ni jewan na. Me from Musia. Sa Bible kuro ya mokan ya. Abranti bi di Jabez. Ni maami ya wonsia. Ne ban sin otoso. Otumi hwe ne sia obre. And nebi hwe me se sia. Ne ba ne bro bre nyonim say you no. Not a father. Me ye a gentleman with you, but I'm saying that on the scale of 0 to 10, what a mother can do for a child, a father cannot do. But what a father will not do against a child. A mother, have you seen a father that says, fathers don't die like that. But I've witnessed too many mothers that we have to go to their graveside when they are lying down to bring petition between young Baba. I've seen me who I am not against mu, but bibi wo mu a say boa me shaping and kwala society. Abrantie bro brain nyina no me catch us say ni na enye susuma di o ni na ntete de ni na aka kire because say wa wo ba na aklani ya catch us aklani sisi be ba breme na oba na bie na no aka kire be say oni bu ama na wo ye bo mpe ni bi onti obi a mene wo ho ane bu ama ko wo odo be obi a ko soldier ya titi wo so military training sister military many military mo be contemplate suicide good in the dia e say tie man hu say abrabo ni e black white and ye white enko a enti brawe you hear your counseling na nipa be counsel no e say you strong because or a level of emotional blackmail what sorry now kind psychologically a blackmail emotionally when you read you will fall for him And when you fall for him, you can't help him. He has a problem. He can marry everybody, including the daughter of the president of the republic. Still, the same thing will happen. And I want to stop this for him so that the money twaso. Because once in Quran twaso, it is so beautiful. Say wow. Twaso sa. Eti mesram. Wa wetie be numre we a uguafu medase. Na mankwala no papa no. Baby owo bia no. Let there be a shadow, even a voice. Just a voice. Me say, just a voice. Because me say, me no woba. Did I say, Mammy na me no woba. Anytime me share kola na di oguma me no. Emma me boto. Emma me regret it. But that me share kola na bekasa basano. Emma me ni just say, me danya me ase say, man fanan to aso. Enti akola na wo ho na wo nkwa wa ya wo say me na me hwe no. Atete no. Tie me o. Nkrafo bu be say awo mobi kehie wo yemfa obi ba eni nani moda nani tia obepe na enufu ano akono mesremo. This type of children or this type of men are too many in our society, I'm telling you. And some wives have been quiet, sitting down because they don't know what to do. And mistakenly, they go back to their mothers to report the sons. And their mother will open her up and tell you, Vic, me baby, me net you. Ma chim ye ma shed. They are okay. Onye be that. Me person make us say I wouldn't want to say me bad, but Vic. Ubenya abotra man. Ni ba peja me 1964. Me kwa me share in team. E told be a senior Vic. So ye funa shankwala you. So when you go to their mother, they will help you find the image they have created. This boy, this boy, have nowhere to go.
This baby, I'll cry as a minute one should baby. So I also want to know how to say, baby, I can say no military man. No,
no trained military man contemplates suicide. Do you want to say that? I'll explain to you why. Okay. Because most of them goes to war. When they come, before you are allowed to go to war, you are told the things you see. So you see, you have something we call debriefing in the military. When you saw be a call Iraq by it means a lot of people have mental, but the last thing they tell you, the late president, Flight Lieutenant Dr. Jerry John Rawlings, I sat with him like that. Something he told me I've never forgotten. So when people are complaining about me, I look at them quiet. Or see so I get back home and it's on YouTube. That telling me I see so did your man Eben Kwalani say every day he leaves his house, he doesn't believe he'll come back.
Okay.
And to on Jimmy said, or maybe Fientino, or Konon person Kwalani be attached to him. Na so ni wa. And to Jan Kwalani Sama na sa until who said democratically what tia konyatinasi. And now he's connecting to them. But in all his assets, he made the children believe that he is the hero. But this is what we have missed from our current wives who are seeking attention. You've left me alone as if I'm the only one who brought the children to the world. I am also a human being. Madam, what a man will get after sweating is what a woman doesn't sweat to get. Take it or leave it.
It's true.
Okay. You see, Papa said, Nema Mienu, Mamma did you more about 83, about 81. They say over 20 years or something. On funny, you go see a crown home for the Ida. Oh, more crazy crown show on your day.
Brian said, media, I met you as a phone, and then my family on TikTok. Yes, I know you guys are watching me on here. I had a management. Now, seminar a very complicated. One say, I'm happy because a counselor or make a point to, but the way or Sifa Kanono. So one into Wasi and saying, you would think so. Oh no. On the feather fell. Or he told you in a way, say you wake up from and then I did you with you. You wake up from it. This man issue though. When who so one me and I take a decision amount. Natural will say you say obi no mommy a fire. It doesn't mean say only in the background quiet and pina. I think if you want to get into a relationship and I'll be sharp brabasia. I was someone who said, baby, I may do a brabono. I want to get myself into BB. And yeah, with parents. Yes, and I bet push you so as soon as see and I said, baby, when you know, you have to do this. Once I call a near and to see a the man. Oh, maybe where they say you. Maybe where they may you say. Maybe where there was some catcher and say, Uncle, you say, and son, why they me kaiso be me share story or say sometimes it's good say akalaso so be san ayede since ye be butono ye be ya ne say tina ha na ote hono decision bia e be free parents ne sign like sometimes ontumi nya so odin kakra sai na o ma ye abrante we oma me hu say nya me yusu twi ne mfa little no Oma crop what says dada mama badada ba so he can't take decisions for himself bibia just say yeah then emma no boni obanyem
obebi child no one lady
you get the point I'm making
now when we do na they got it too few one
not to explain say only oba wama wako Italy for 20 years. Obada. Share kwan. Doesn't mean that you don't even communicate to the kids. Where grandpa chess another means in Kwalani Oba. Because Oba to me tell Maxi won't. Yeah, cause I mad your parents near them. Say Bunny ya Oba, mean things, mean Jin is a button, the woman, and what tina for 20 years. So what I say,
it's possible.
It's possible, eh?
Look, what women can do.
Then it's serious.
Women don't fear God.
Some women.
No. And no, God Himself knows how He deals with you people. Read the Bible. He says, husbands, live with your wives with understanding, so your prayers are not hindered. So those who can hinder prayers are the devil. But if God says my wife can stop my prayer, then God knows how you are. Adam has been in the garden with God for 10 years. He never touched the forbidden fruit because he obeyed the rules. Yeah. But when the woman came, now also then, dinner the basin see. Adam dinner ka.
So like with this issue, Nankasano Brano, lady no crowd who say money a woman because only a big crying and I will why no crying.
First question I may be son. Yeah, also what's in your sperms are valid. And I may be son. What quiet test to who said would bet me impregnate or bad because the fact that back on who you will be as or so
that once the ocean one can story now. Kwasi ebona mani bunu and I once a man kasan ya wo meme bia ushia omo na hwese nya omo ya omo nyama na chese you be who say America it's not that like it's not say sana a man in atio but a man everyone might like they can't take decisions to me wake up and maybe more Ben who say you are wrong. Yeah. It's like to me more Ben who say no, I do it. Men you say do it this way. It's like little hot.
Yeah, take control.
They can't take control. Like what Bibia or Pano just say yeah, what be crazy. Just say Batman way bushing for never say near for almost sorry. I take it over. I take it decisions.
My way as a I feel say yeah, our money is sick and or feel sick can a bit to me. I speak your man. I say okay, me provide the man.
If not, Yamana Wafit, but maybe Yamana feel say he needs love or say you don't know. Because what when you be able want to, I say or jump into relationship. So in terms of so I think that maybe he's lacking something, maybe onye baby and
also fashion.
So even what type. Maybe all kind of girls be a but on to the ones and she say many way nancy you say you see many way nancy you say what the young fine man in tunja me and then a problem woman. What is it that Emma man ba Almost many of you kwanyem. Emma money, but almost you could do
is it that my heart is too good? And
it's not that your heart is too good, but I think you know your heart is too good. But I told you you have to stand as human. I was saying, who to take decisions. Nipa you can't take decisions. You can't to me sijina. Yes, no, I do it. There have to be a stop to it. I do it. I was saying so now let me come to my senses. My maintenance me analyzing me say, what am I doing wrong? What am I not doing well? Sign a Michelle man, I'm in your way. Relate maybe be or one, I was sending ya mania, anything a man in our bomb yede. O analyze this animal, you know, only way jai, no work of our way, only way jai, no work of our. We've been in relationships. We ask ourselves, why is it that maybe this relationship didn't work?
And I will see back, so healing.
You get the point I'm making. I don't think that me that I analyze my relationship. I don't think that problem in now with A, the same problem I'm now with B, because I'm now with A, may make sure that me could be one. Me first have problem and so you don't analyze when you don't analyze yourself, you keep on falling into sad situations in the sad. Since I'm in the situation, I don't know what we are going to do about it. But the only thing I can tell you is, since you're concentrating on himself, on forgetting assemble maybe you will go on my foot will be or the mountain in Kenya. Just say asem no be or normal. A man, your son, it's maybe send him a send your counselor, so oh, forget a man, it's a bibaba, obey a demo, obey a demo, a behi, and whatever we say, near crocodile, son. No, this time around you are a man. Jirama said Bema because Uber some say you want to make a family, Uber. Nasa Uber Nani or Babets Nana or banning a bit to keep decision with you. Then I saw man to buy the Nya Senya. Also, when you can't take decisions for yourself. So he has to sit back, non-quitting relate like for now. Non concentrating on himself. I learned he said he was vindicated. Not just I said not just a relationship mukra ni we fin ho.
On your focus.
You get it? Yes. A relationship more on Jane Obana. Like I want to keep this lady. I want to make sure say she's okay. Maybe time cry was so this sorry quite juma campuno. Not your ban who senior man as or crop or back. A ban is our juma now. We and send you a juma. A be a juma. I buy a juma. It's a year who more than wow. The over so many in a few work. One who say now I'm working hard. Yeah, who were juma say now you're working now you come to work on time. Ya kasa bibia anwokeke bi wo ho no mo a wo de because first wo adwuma mu a na oba we afro the man dey me here o next dan when him until you can't even concentrate on yourself. This time around he should stay away. He is too good, he is too kind, we understand that, but he should choose himself now. See say now tian o tie on choosing himself not say on penny person obetuma share oba na gino but sa full time relationship now didn't win in our question. No can say he has himself. I was say or Jane also beside say baby if I'm person with my bravo echo say I'm person me name man no mo name me for na nya kukudro and sometime in kwala nbre me say Jane kwala na bra me no na wo ho no. He should think about himself. He should look for what he wants in his life. I baby your person I didn't bravo could sort analyzing yama way I think okofo ba fufra Obehu senya omo betu na mo na ide afa no analyze because we are not with him. We don't know some of the things that a man yes so no ankasa so ntena simsa mishia abena omo nyina say na me omo tena ya ma ade we ye dey esi ye no to me who correct if on to me ntena sin who the mistakes that and I don't think or Shada said it he has to be able to think deep not finding the mistakes be a man na brabo no. If you are going to say, but suicide, that should be the last thing. Me catch any say obien ya wona ma onyo ma me ba onyo papa ba. Ya wonu wo baby wona mo mpena twene say be a change no. Osu ko community sister. That should even be the last thing of thinking about it. Life is very sweet. Ya make me catch no.
Russia. Obi wo ho a obetimi ni papa ya. O baby wo ho a ono so betimi nya na suru ne dia. Na say aware na nya obi a na wo so worry to on pem baby style.
The cherry food now. The music that time is more can say. And you be na also small man decide to mount. Any sometimes to me call in so baby man. And you can so as Ben my the old car some show man, Mr. Man, my wife and I'm baby mama. Oh my make your door no bishop kutupa. Man, before to say the cancel car and some of move for bonnet. So what I say, it is sometimes situation be back when you are not a year after not like who the kind of baby situation be saying maybe I'm home. It's me quote to say the city can mean go a me say them go na me could be a mean to me sound for a mean sound could be. Sometimes that's what me now can you step down. Who to me come when you begin to so some money. Council for bit not oh, be saying a me come. It is also a core relationship would be a mudia and all cycle in mind. On smarts and one June say, situation be saying I'm cold, meeting me say what's the relationship be a mudia. And I mean, some fight is the same to banning sound cold. It's just a trans number cycle in mind. It means Kaka, so what can I say? A maybe be an S or mamma, me burn. If you papa, and you begin as or papa burn. Sometimes the big shows so are no so brief in and sit down, so baby, you cool. Fardine, Nakupo will be arguing. So who beats me call be a counselor be one now to watch it because who switch a man before the moment to obey what he called wardrobe. Sometimes we say the assembly will be can be a football. Sometimes go on so we to use that way. And yet assembly will back up and you must be back at you beyond a yet as a papa. But what must not cycle my it's an means some first to ban it sound. It was actually man had to win your so actually oh Benya yes I just so best stuck in mind that's not so relationship for me come media me first to buy because who across sometimes so cramp no bread uti me be a
man crying yana dia
let's okay the ene I didn't come man kwa the ene fabric let's be on him say this cat and it's me be sometimes it's cat me be sometimes one foot on a mona it's perfect.
And I baby or counselor, baby, I know say a mind free na brabo munasa and yama person. Na counsel person the first spiritual side. But don't you think, say sometimes you be a free band, you should have suma and be bawa brabo to extend, say, baby,
every I wouldn't say or no bow distracted.
Yes,
almost more
because we had nothing. We say, my samna. Just say, and one, settle the old dear, I'll far settle.
Settle. One for bed and settle.
There's a portion I think I did address it clearly.
Okay.
Who feels so you go back? No, they're planning to coin. None of them are planning Madam will become the even through foreign affairs, you can have a proof. Sabo free Menevik na Vic the man because when joining poor and yet or body be plenty. On them man at to coin. Tea or monka into the first and one. The won't be able to say, oh, didn't come on, I just said, Gia na or 18 on any ding. I know my giant commodity. My favorite fool, don't act like a woman. Just all you be over. None of you said there, keep the connection because of them. And oh, baby, I just saw faculty, Obi Adina Woba, Bia Papa, any chemo. I want to emphasize 20 years, when you'll be back home. Because at the end of the day, they make me whatever. Now, with me run it down, I fear you.
Because watching every mirror knows so down to
never ever be happy when you meet a woman with a child. So, yeah, Kase no be said is a counsel right. Or see, he is just 25, and I've regretted selling everything for him. After knowing the father in 2 weeks. Washa planning 25 years. Or see your banner bema 20. See, after this number, I could who send a penny in 2 weeks. My regret did show me. My sister may catch you. Oh, can't may catch you. I could have 25 years. I'll only papa in 2 weeks. I'll done the chimao. Why not sitting for 25 years? It means there are things you put in this child that in 2 weeks it has been unraveled. Where can Simbi say or no? Assembly have a kind of fight. It will tell you so. Say, only the Kunija, what you will chrome did. Obi say, Jim Colaro, a counselor pet, or can one engage with us? Me penam say, me, Miss money show. Said 20 take. You are demanding 80 CDs from a certain man. He can provide 20. Collect the 20. Look, don't say, me the 20 will go there. There be big G20. And so big, Missy, and so big, and so on my clan, ocean clam. But OG 80 a fin ho, on Yamau 20 over there, would G20, G20, G20. Or no, do baby not 20 gun and no to me send ya. How will he feel? Is yes, sir, and net or see who be at all wrong. Obuobi about any crew for them because many what or my chia my fees and some chia my fees. And I know just a thing here. One kai say, and now one wali yentina, all those getting natural woman. Navik minimum one sona me no way and money. How will you divide your money just for the ones you brought and leave the one we have? It's in a money over 20 years, there's an opportunity legally for him to access the children. They can find ways and means in getting connected to the woman. So that between the name come on. Oh, friend, and many didn't come on. Allow Vicky. That is saying, hey, we share what me 220. Once I'm ready, my dear, what to go inside me call course. I don't know about Yamiadum and Colano. Only now what to say. Just a passing statement. Rebecca Sa. We will pose yet. No, say in Ghana. Say, oh, once you you the best I can say, create the impression. Never go to her. Every day, go and talk to her. Go and talk to her. And let your friend that you are not even asking of the truth. So that any woman you have a child with, let your family know that have a child with them. Soul of the child is in the blood, and the blood of the child is the father's blood. Say, I believe shouting saying, na odi nkwala no koto papa nkere. I say a friend, how but you to forgive. Now my tunu papo. I say mercy. Mind you, the future will not be clear for that child. So he can go for this child. But before he attends to wait for the children, how sane has he become?
Mental health.
Because you're buying them because the soon in the baby will eat them on some fatase. You didn't call a baby. But the boden the cloud in Colane them. Big me das. Say, you go abranti. I'm a cogent. Can you say more homeboy? My Evida. Australia. I want to slam a Paul gun on some as we have. We don't need marriage, but we need the children to have a. I did it.
If only they are here.
And now must I did it. If only there is children, they won't more power, but because it's sad.
It's
That
very sad.
when women are talking about men and he's cheating on me, me will be what accusing the husband, my brother, and they say, when you're my now say, yeah, boy, my file man. Big. Yeah, Aka house. DNA results buyer.
But this DNA assembly, very serious. So, very, very serious. It's not me, I know that men are some way, but a man.
Oh, and they cheating.
Yeah.
Because I use my child for example.
Yeah.
And yet deliberate, but my new yes, some of friend, and yes, almost share that.
Yeah.
Your fan one those are not name tags and
yeah, it's true.
You want Colebi or when you will fear beer and yet a man for what must say and can IBFC, but maybe and Colani the 11 or UK no being about one on water where the 69 and on your about February pressure view. I mean, not BBC near clear breast bottles and color and over fine or year and 1 year. But now or prepare and they say, ye train. The Jim Bever soon near fertilizing egg near fan shop and as you know, and on the one fan money and on Rabba Ghana, Sigani Siwunti, and on buy no Pima Hospital, any a G. The G fertilizing ya, yes, ye, or Bana won Colamians and Colani 11, or bar Colani 9 or buy, say 5 more. The year D&D, Colamians and Babu. Hospital didn't come in here. Boy, no wall born say. Na a week in no boost and the booster nos or no say so boost you so be spent but dear many can yet or catch us a counselor thanks to you by this time on this grace because your castle may we now on person be no be kind and I'm so my papa near them on bra no remember you got news me no catch us no see yes sank papa yi nkasa wafa na chi ana because body na kura mu obi anya ayope na na wani ena onye obi a ena sike iba e na befa so it's not always the beba e oba na for BH they are what we call the clinical errors etesi bebre enti answer na be accuse your wife say wa kofa wa chini we you careful and answer na because go die na bi staircase we na me pa brantie bi cho the UTV staircase me pa me cho say DNA dey bi oye wo radio bi TV so onko ye no ko dey me mo nye na what when tie no ko ye oye wie ye pe na the proof came say kwala na oni na ye from that day we see na go bi akos e say crofo ye no me
yeah
mumu ye no me o what is that you are earth so you carry a lot of cares na die pf ba ye kwat mutia na eba wo mo no me enko enti na mo hwe dem no me ni ntia
enti e hwe
Check.
That's what's right.
ala mo twa nye de
Deve ser subir a rua.
sisi ere do re so hwe de
Sim, também é verde.
e di na che
Papa.
e problem a wo
Sa, e di me chai problem.
Yeah, because
only big
shall break now.
Baby, you say I can't see a video. Now last year you can't see but no see the year pa. I feel wait.
Yes, one.
3 times in the what do you do your best
In fact,
yeah ti abrante be boa the guys won share your point man me boa no pa ma wa be ka story in a different way
right.
yeah that's it
Met me the number crime of course.
From me na mama no na me friend na mama ba
Oh, that's all. Anyway, what is hello red lights? Please, I don't want to put my name in the public. I live abroad. It's about this disgusting, sick, good for nothing little whore that I didn't know was doing a whole lot of filthy things behind me when I was struggling to keep her and my children happy. Hey, this girl was long fucking one piece boy for about 5 years since I asked her to come live in my mother's place in Dansuma with my kids. Around 2016 to 2017. Hence her disgusting behavior towards my business and everything. I found out about this when she came into this country in 2023, June, from her mobile phone. I later learned that she was inviting the boy into my house, even fucking this bitch on my bed, in my bedroom. Can you imagine? I was so much annoyed to the core that I nearly killed her. This bitch. I thought it's over. Why should I spend the rest of my life in jail because of this girl? I decided immediately to have a DNA test done without her knowledge on my 2 kids. Because this girl's betrayal was so bad that I have no trust for her at all. But the DNA result proved that the kids are mine. I feel so sick that I wish I had known about this information before. Like there's no way I'll bring the bitch here from Ghana. But all good, my children are here with me and their young kids. I try to know the boy's life, whether he's married or not. But I don't know how and don't know anyone who knows about that guy. I now see this bitch as a narcissist, a blackmailer, a dirty little whore. She even introduced the boy to her mother and her siblings. Can you imagine? Which tells me that she moves on with me. But what I don't understand is why didn't she call me one day to say, "Oh, Walter, I don't want to continue."
So finally, he brought his name.
And I was I don't want this relationship with you, so let's divorce. But I thought because she lived long in my house and all the other benefits she was getting, and I knew I wasn't in Ghana, but only come there once in a year. That's why. As say this girl is a devilish piece of shit. I'm coming to Ghana in August and have to work out some ideas about divorce. But my mind is so crazy towards this girl. Please advise me. Thank you. Hey. Bruh, asamba nyabotre. What's it? Asamba ya nyabotre. Na me reading a piece of shit ni ho ni devilish here you call a couch. Boy. Brian say on a piece of shit be a call. I say my way no we na here ma. Oya no hu hwe nye because ma me na kofa police ni be ma. O di police ni boy bi a enya asem ke20. Enkora bi no na one ma me na wo kra no say ono na wo tu won. No say kware kwa nye ne ba. Nema, but okoye DNA no hu so okay kwa ne nema. E no de mama no so ne kwa ne na akwa abrochie kra ansa o te say na mama ne di small boy bi. Na fa de na hwena ma. Say ne okasa na onya boy ne kra obeti onya ga ne kra ga obeti hey. That piece of shit ne do so bra. O si girl no dey a devilish piece of shit.
Is it just about the cheating?
I don't want to say to you. Cheating in one of kind. Yet you see on no more you. Because names of Fred girl, they also a narcissist or a blackmailer. Because who suspects is only be that? Yes, I walk out to school. And I suspect you're quite DNA, the DNA in the crown and crown your woman. And what if it's not even true?
Will be man information. What's a sad abroach for Casano or my warrior? Way they are full of doubts because man, what you say, it's
or see, boy, you didn't want him pass on. I found out about this when she came to the country, just from a mobile phone. I'll see evidence on mobile phone.
Madam, it's who message, what home messages, I'm Sabema. If it's a sad, yeah.
Or someone who get on the mobile phone. Say, yeah, go boy, now be bedi obi one part so yeah, or phone.
Oh, so maybe chat, maybe twice I'll come around tonight. I'll sleep over that kind of thing. So maybe
I don't want that part as well.
But what we say, we are not going to side with the woman, but about one for dear. In as much as yeah, cast a cheating, and now the open with them. Who couldn't to quite? Baby, what sees the 1 mouse on in the mat and now the bear and what I would the bear my to extend and Colacra with your once and only I can. Yeah. And then and I do one I say, I am never be blown with you when you're home. Near Yama, me and I, Papa, my year will fear, Yenikia. And so no, you know, who's I do with me who will fear. I think I mean, you won't have a catcher me say, Linjayana. So because when to me can say Berman all the few okon in Kwalani Yamu baby and Kwalani will sabi said only a chromatic casa crampa. Your wives who are you swap and bet me so. This is what my mom and this man are saying. May I show some money on Papa so casa because on Papa fra money on Papa casa phones okay, our dad is no here. So who is this man that you are bringing home? Once sometimes so young maybe men jail say. After all, me kunu ni hanu say I'm old enough to be a baby. So be a bon thing. So and I'm there. Me time crying. Oba or chimpina. No chimpina. I want to mean chimpina saying you could.
Worry for only police.
So what I said. Now chimpina and pena no mums about you. So chimpina who crown can ye mission. And I catch out say a jawa to say baby I walk on a horse yede. Eh, nampina chia chese won ye jawa and a crab bearman cow. Nyaone ni chitu okun so ka wants to go to be farm.
That's not to say it's a police for you.
No, that's
what God describing. That's why I cry.
I say, a humanity in our bob, but send your kind of natures or sipping sitter. On doom, I was say, one in the beba me fear crying and I bet the da like a collar. Masawa, like the fat is our warrior. Why say, Ube for Kunuchi? When him say, according to our own to me, I am a catcher. Don't force yourself. Wouldn't say long distance, a warrior who couldn't bet na baby 4 years, 5 years. You can't. And how who say, who do who should be this? You want to marry who person wise and say, dear, and say, Daisy. So, it is your persuade or divorce. No,
I saw on your day because I saw per se or Bagana. No bed divorcing. When I see an argue boom. Also, my mind is going crazy.
And I didn't need a bomb. I did a torment to our ginger. I was said, oh, echo. Once Rebecca said divorce means that Rebecca so divorce is no easy divorce, but at the end of the being in BBA, head to our gin, amount to mean ginger, amount to mean your focus. Our brabum, so one divorce later, maybe I'll buy a DBA was all your day. Oh, yeah, maybe can look about your waist. Maybe your obet damage your band will be so I think it is the best thing to make me say. Either our way do you and yet you our room not a bet it to what when you and a baby when you just feel a bit frustrated when you're depression. Or ban as a bear my young one now. Me apart from me animal. As a band critical, we will try say we will unite. Minimiku. Michelle bet my Jane, Obama, what my mints around. And so shall now new bits and nanny pan or ma when Niger repay, which is a sitting be on no water. And ma waji boom, ubet me de bonea. The best thing is a ma or ban no any day. And Connie baby, Colani Yoma, Shawma. Yeah, cause to be and don't involve the kids to say, Mama, near you sent after there may be divorce in the baby. Sanya was a or sham Colani, nothing, and no so bad. Ebetsy, a your banning on in what problem, no now things say, all critics. Problem to mean Jinye. It's the best decision to Oba Ghana or Baumbe Jano because that's what he wants. And on no castle will yan my Becca say or Banner no Crescent Chitu on the swan, but on no dinner who not see. Even saying it cheats and crying out will be doing now things and my way Nijan repair. The best thing is to work out because Nippon when Nijan win here. Uma meets a baby more than one mammy or bow on our body.
Pressure. See, devilish piece of shit. About now too, I will describe it the same day.
Oh, let's about the next on peno. Let's on purpose.
Same match is signing your fucking.
It's less or baby or back on a bit of so bad.
I'm not singles funny doors. No, when you
it's on divorce.
On this so on panel because they are all kind of made the nest and if I don't panel. It's a divorce na cancer that make it.
That's how this was. The panel saw about the divorce.
I think that in the first place, no, you have a Konya Isuna, you have a chop a Kasiama, Niri said. Unpardon the indiscipline and insanity nature of the husband. Utia unfunction that Nitia and she's falling in the hands of a man who is not qualified to be a husband, but a pauper. When a man loses his sanity and can still address a wife and the mother of the children, he's not sensible. Because Adiaba Kwesi is trying to say, Bema, no matter how we will fool. Adeɛ baako a wonyɛ ne sɛ wondware ɔbaa ho ma. Yɛtɔ so mmienu. Ɔbaa asɛbio. Wabie ne twam a wadi.
Wasa wo kra ma.
Yɛtɔ so mmienu. Ɔbaa wama wahu sɛ wo nso yɛfrɛ wo agya. Yɛndi n'atam. Ɔmo yɛ hi paa ba yɛndi w'atam. I said, "Son, I will describe it. I promise you, sir, whatever name that I can't even say from my mouth, I would dear more bear you. The voice cannot erase it." And Avec, you've discovered what? Obedient that, and I say, so
Bejano.
empty. Ye jobia, they didn't attempt. The end result of cheating is that I want to walk away. Why the noise? Are you being hurt walking away?
Yeah.
Saying I register here, I might know offend you.
Oh, I don't know better.
Oh, you've not seen the social media post?
No.
Oh, they do it today, and I'm hurt. Say, let's see what you've done to me. I can't think without taking medicine. That's my pain for him. A big star like this. And I broach just at the dead, those who back whom you do driver's license. Me and something near a town. Young boy like that. Our dear young Kuala bro. And my tea, oh, me a problem.
What are you?
In your bonio, more thick may form me alliance be. I may friend Memina, Father Munina, despite Munina. One must say, we diagram. Okay, Francis, what are we social with Francis? Jamaica, post nothing, Jamaica, you. Okay, that's after you see the withdrawal of intent is a crime. Vic is a dangerous thing. And remember, Timmy, the time say, no. 7 cc eda. And you say you jai dio. You gusu di. Na sisi to make a report to police say. 2023. Midine die bi oka say minja menjai. Me ache. 7 cc eda. Edu baby am go ti wure mo say stop. I say jai. Me come ma report we. Me ache me and pass here. That is what party is facing now. You better the guy will rounded down to 0. Because and you say, would you be no one debut move? Metis, you should say, I'm sure if you're that. May you must work as a debut dinner. You want Bentino, no one gentle. Because women believe, say, would you not be one bar, not just say, not me never pay.
And your mother. What to me, dear?
I say, your sister. Samson, I say, only your bad. Now, who dinner bake? Or no, dear, or so quiet, no, Tim. Faster. Oh, faster. Oh, faster. Oh, fast. The man said, where Jaya? And what is this one? I'm just close to come. What is this one? I said, what dear? Say, who withdraw without consent? The bufu, and then you rape. And I'm running baby a tiny say, or say a man cannot be raped. So what do you mean, Kokase? Yeah, also, who resent your decision, but one tears here. Because I told you, or what it to me too. No, I said that in the same piano too. I would drop. Hey, can't be a channel of it. Continue going. Make yes, I'm saying, and may I you. We are to one for sure, Casimir. Who will be said? And let you see now, who pour down your heart by your trust of words into a mommy who they're pouring. Obi do ye. Tio, and Mara will be assuming you now, a be a new one, a chill you do it. There's no law. There's no law. Infidelity with the proven yes will be a deal yere ed now. And Jina so power they say Ujawa dear Emma Bibia Shri Oban. Well, that the case near case in yesterday. Time Gloria Eka said there been Colani or that area. I'll forcefully call court. Court near who said Colani Yan happen. Not just said there is a proof of infidelity. And the man say once there's a proof. When not 400 years class, she doesn't deserve anything under the law. And on where choose to say, Nishay, me for her to fear you know. And poor see on the East Limoyana, the new. That's all in our bobra. What does it? The American Cusini said, and Mamma Yabutre. And Mamma Nina Muti, Mr. Mummy Yabutre. As a one Yabutre.
What's the my
Asema who came in, it's not concerning a woman. It's concerning a wife who can be divorced. She'll become an ex-wife. But there are children who will never become ex-children. This is their mother. Elon Musk, mommy, has been just one of the richest mothers in the world. Ellen, ni mommy, young one was paid. But ni mommy the mother must. It is a long Musk, papa. At the Frank Marks there. Could it be said, ni mommy no a missus? Say yes, I'm so me shit you need and I said, ni mommy ni din. You know, I'm still investigating. They said, you be sure. How to tell us, say, Okoton, say, no, this one, it's not mamma, and Banny be follow that pattern. But me can't is one gunya butrea who will take a decision that you regret it. And at the day you regret it, will be too late. Young man, your choice of words are too indecent. It makes you not to be qualified to be a husband. As for you divorcing your wife, nobody can stop you. Nobody can do that. Go ahead. Sister, yes, those choice of language in Ankasa, you will call those be a young family. Even in the court, you can say this in court. So if you're writing a letter to us and you respect us, this was, look, we want to deal with your case, but respect our host. Don't send letters to this choice. One kind is the impulse of the letter.
Red light shows the polish.
But what we say,
the partnership not kind of give to me a trouble. But what I'm saying is, let's learn to manage our anger. So management of anger is the management of your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. Because one shot, you regret. Vic, let her watch you. Maybe man 2 years. Divorce will go through her. Who's sending letter man is here, or you do this soon?
Very regret.
Grandma, has some now. Yeah. We have a dinner all day. You can't have we do. You be a dog. Because that's it. Vic, so we be dying. No, be dimmy. Obu dying, no be dimmy. Matching. But when you be a diamond, no be dinner. And Papa, yen I am pa. No, per se, and you will be a own plan. What do you mean, come on? A best, but the person what I said, why do you worry yourself? I see when men are looking for fellow men to warn them. Hey, you, I'm warning you. If I see you talking to pressure you again, I will personally take your life. What have you done? Okay.
Yo, you're wrapping up.
It's a branch here. Divorce with me back. Mama can't say if you want to divorce, seek for counseling before.
Okay.
Seek for counseling during, and seek for counseling after. A man also, and could you mauna on per se over Tanawa? When Tanaho in due. The bay I did. Abruchawa and that from a man in the Monko, na minimum suba na be braba. Boy,
you take home.
So also what podcast is saying. Yeah, mechanic say according to our ready a day. And say Odo won't she be say one. I was so to send me an enmity here. Me nim bema me worry. But me tihan me trimu side say mean to me. You get the point I'm making. It's if years to come, that's our opportunity, beba. There should be either I'm moving with you or you will be moving. And now your timetable be a meaning so we will be a ube to me but to say you get the point I'm making. But if not that, it's we your banner ube kobi be say more. Be prepared. Yeah, psychological. You're ready. Say you can stick. Even though I'm not married, I'm not into any serious relationship.
Yeah.
I'm there. I mean, maybe and die. If it's a choice, I could say 5 years for me to meet now. No, I'm making a scenario. No, wait. No. It's not. No. Wait, counselor. What I'm trying to say is that even in as much, once I make say me could work into me say ebeya ready mean to me. But the fact is, I'm not in any relationship. And I don't know, Masaki imagine. I don't feel for it. Me or bank and me feel say me dim one. Meaning say me ni bema. And to me dim. But the fact is, when me chum say now I'm a married woman, I have a husband who has to satisfy me. You know, and when there be a problem, I hear them. I'm because me to one. Me say, hey, me kunu wa hona me ho ye den. Me like me you obi ne me ye den. And I know the difference now. Me making so it's not say maybe my party say me to me for years not having things, but I can live if there is nobody. But the moment I know there is a man in my life, me say me pay the any day me put a to my mean to me. It's as oba and as bema obe warrior make sure say oba na wo worry no wouldn't say or no prepared say 1 year now could do a 2 years or better now watch it. Oh friend and no pay you may be a say who need to say me nipa we die. Sana also oba so fashion with you say me kunu wa kwento ma ware na me wa say 3 years 7 years no be dey answer na wa bagana I can stay because oba wife for sha okawa what can some say me no ye kan aye honam ba ko de me mfo ase wo de me ma be deda e wo ukumechi eye no me enye ntete ye pa enye asetena pa oba a wo te sa me de bia me kase usu ne wo ban na kira wo ba a wo no. And then Gen Z for and they sports, they've done this. Nini from mommy, sabi. From mommy been because Subani a sitting be a mammy nanka say leave. And no they to Apalano and omo oma benye and almost omu live senya. Omu live because I apala to pay banny your boy was and when you say at the bonnet into one fan to say near Oba woman. And I'll point to our red dear. If you want to settle down, be prepared. Psychological, mentally, be your wife say, Ube to me. Nansa na odo ho akwede akowe because ayaya be ma so also akwantu make sure say akwantu na won nkotana 7 years 8 years nja oba
Obetina ho kra ma oba
so what say mo worry na mo ja oba no 7 years 6 years mo benyum no na mo kwahye me ka wa ta hye me ka wa ne de no once I comes anything me often okotana bochina fe na obo brother me to me because ukwa hunya mai you get the point I'm making and I want sha me fa we chu be ka so wa worry ma fa we tenti pan no twan me fa no hunhye side it's as oba oso hu say ubetumi anaso be man so nim say kwan na wutu u 19 timu ye ubetumi aye de akwa ba e me sha oba ka wa ha nja no ho nkoshe o 10 years as a meja want now so you good said then one had that ko be da bone ex bi be friend so what nya me pa chenas akono bi party bi akonim say wunia wa ye ne passion na akofa nsem aye den aba entinya meka etwa to anu no Sunday me di my order happy belated birthday. Yeah, me di my order Sunday sisi abegi. Me by looking pretty me da. Pese me danko for be asepa. Kati, thank you so much. My birthday, you were there for me. What's now me home like you made sure say my day was well celebrated. Oh my TikTok people. Sika, Mama my yeti. I don't want to mention names else it to be partial because if you maybe on me person move who say nipa we say but Me da masi bebre say ya mo chen me mam time but time me crap but mostly we are waiting for Sisi. Thank you so much. Me da say my ebusua foforo mo share me so me da se pa nyame ina
Yo, pressure. Take home.
Okay. Jami so ka me try to understand. So we are bear man now sister now decided say if you're barren man no me betina abo. Eya na mamu nje futu mfumu mamu. Uje futu mfumu mamu ba nso ma ko je futu mfumu mamu. Sometimes enye say bia uje futu mfumu mamu na say reach our raining engineer. But sometimes the first what you want to say we worry. Oh Bob Brady so usu upi. Say enche won so be father. Wo be obi kunu. It is okwa je futu mfumu mamu wa. Me hu ni sa worry no. Sometimes engineer. So yeah, to me chia phone na ya damase. Me chia me mami Mary what ma me chia me snap phone na me TikTok me chia obi
Yini na yi tia se ebeni ni ho anse na yitu awade na mfa atwen anam ese yempo yintimi ni me yankase ye hu ni ne akoni wo me tori bia ye ni me ho ye be se akoni wo eno ni yem problem ye to so bio ye de obi gina ba bia sabio onduo enti se wo fa big di gina ba bia beki ni wo a ema wo hwa no wo saa pempenso no so enti bibi kakra na ma wo bano yemfa trust en kwa wade
Okay.
e believe trust ye de ma date abosom yankopon ade bi a wo so na nyetwe enye kote
Okay.
esan say ye nyina ye wo hoyi enda from vek say wo be ye wadin say wo si wadin bi say me pressure bi be de ma brabo nyina ma counseling enda from so no na me hwe be so enda from ono na me hwe be so kote be so enda from but the credit say e call the sanke ye misre obabi a hwe me enna bi a hwe me congratulations say nyame aye wadon wawe di akora ne papa aye obi a se na ne ti bi aye wakọ ware wanware wo o kaseti a wo dwendie maka no san kwala ni da chibinti wo ba connection for them to be connected to their father men sisa kwala bi adi o le bi mo sisa bi am odno mo ni abofra bi abetete without the mother or without the father they will show you that you have made an error ma kan wi dia na meko bra ye bebo na divorce
Okay.
ba ko se bebo na wale foforo wale obi be tu kwan so eya munya abotre se kwan tu ri dem ye kwa ye se ye be fam wo ya embassy ni na emma ho clearance esimi me si be visit ko embassy ho sister me ni kwan se mo invitation because me ni krata wa buchire ho ndi kwa be fa so aye kwan na afa so kakra krai ye nyina nya abotre ma ye ho obi a be wale bi ohwe na wa de e che a mempre ho bisa se ayembia ese se wo tawa de so na wo pa wo de ana
Okay.
037 609 6 I ginger chips na wa bra
Okay. Yo. Yeah, there'll be a sick. Thank you so much for watching the show. Went to me and from the beginning. Yeah, I know what your YouTube channel also. Made me production team in say. Na and Joyce Mensa and I had the action and not Thursday. Joyce Mensa, head makeup artist in the birthday. Happy birthday, belated happy birthday to you. Obanya Misha Bebre. I've known you for over 15 years. Send your hotia now what's here. Ni nesu ye ni be wate. Yamisha Opa na Fati Hassan also. Yamisha, a very happy birthday to you too. Clothing Palace, me atade share your Clothing Palace. Lava building this room Accra Central. Aye. Omoton jeans, omoton t-shirts, omoton dinner dresses, omoton mpaboa, bags near open so this year who as or bag who be fedia no clothing palace who be the more social media and so as clothing harvest no mama it's hard to fair me share edit na CH so and the boom it come at the man me the executive producer Dr. Father Dexter as say and Esquire your general manager Mr. Kennedy Osei Asante so you that was your director, Mr. Roger Quarty. Yeah, that's no, and so as me that me producers to find Nick Gladys as a papa, and me that production team now be from cameraman to switch to sound to lights to set designers, be sound man, me do be say, and me di Eddie Vicky Zugada said, Nenzo Sono, na me I do my best red light show about this. So you to me and discuss who issue are fetching in time the day your time not to say was here connect for until next week. Hopefully, you may do my best about your way with the red light show. Let me show on your password.
Hi, thank you so much. I know you guys. I know some moves have come after you guys who come on here and support me. Thank you. Thank you so much, Kafri. Kafri, thank you so much. you owe me a lion. I know. Nah, I think you don't. You won't check it out. By your way, Juma.
You show him better so bad. Not a bank and look like a bear fine. I am 1 year 2 months.
Me know we are way Juma. A very good job.
It's better so better say a year Juma.
Yeah, Juma. Okay,
yeah, we check here. You also have the right to check.
Yes, I will do that.
Now, when you're be querying, don't start.
No, I'm not querying.
25.
No, I'm not doing
that. Today, yeah. Don't be like Vicky.
So
can't love no okay. They can check what my say no corner boy. No, and the can't get my face be like
song.
On I can
song. Yeah.
Why funny audio?
Much why?
Yare yes. Obi benya wona fi yare. Yamfa yare nso nya nipa. Sichire yare ni no. Sickness can determine the last straw of your life. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and loved ones, supporters of our foundation, the CL Foundation for Health, Diabetes and Asthma and Cerebral Palsy, we are knocking at your doors, knocking at your pockets, knocking at your emotions. Support me and my team to support people living with diabetes, asthma and cerebral palsy. Your donations are welcome on 862-215-2007. Your Zelle 862-215-2007. MTN Ghana numbers 055-000-5077. 055-000-5077. It is the MTN number. CL Foundation for Health and Support. Help us with the diabetes equipment, glucometers, wheelchairs, old clothing, new clothing, financial support, and let's give it to the needy. Thank you for your support.